Is paid traffic or organic traffic better? I'm gonna break down what I've learned from spending tens of millions of dollars on paid traffic. And I've also put in probably 10,000 hours into organic traffic like this video. The number one thing with paid traffic, the reason I love it, the reason I don't love it, I'll start with love. I love it because it's scalable and it's predictable. So as soon as you have a solid offer, so if you're running a company, you're running an e-commerce company, or you're running an information company, and you have a solid offer, and you know it converts, you know your conversion rate is 2, 3, 4%. You can then turn on the faucet of paid traffic, test different audiences, create lookalike audiences of your customers. There's a million things you can do. I love it because of that. The downside of paid traffic is a lot of people end up wasting a lot of money because they don't understand the simple framework that all paid traffic sales funnels or products need. And that framework is TOF, MOF, BOF. Top of funnel. Let's start there. So it's top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom funnel. Top of funnel. You need to drive awareness. So I'm gonna keep this on Facebook ads to start. And we could do it with TikTok. I'll talk a little bit about TikTok, a little bit about Facebook. So top of funnel would be creating awareness. So let's say I'm selling resistance bands, which we've sold in 120 countries. I'll kind of give you the idea of what we did there. We generated over 5 million in sales just on that product alone. It absolutely just blew up. And what we did is we started with our top of funnel strategy. That is, how do we spread awareness related to this product? And there's different metrics you can do on the paid side. So if you log into your Facebook Business Manager or your TikTok Business Manager to upload ads, you can look at the different objectives that you can target. And what we did a lot in the beginning is we targeted leads because it was a 2-step checkout form where we would ask for their name, phone number, email, address, and then the second step was their billing information for their free plus shipping offer related to resistance bands. So all they had to do is cover the shipping and tell us where they lived essentially, and we would ship them bands for free. That was kind of the premise of the funnel. In the beginning, we didn't go right for purchases. We went for leads to hone in who are the people that are gonna start signing up for something like this, and can we build lookalike audiences off of them? So what we did, I think we threw like maybe 50 bucks on a lead campaign. It was an offer targeted towards parents. So a lot of people have a tendency to build something and then not get hyper focused with the way that they're talking, with their copywriting, with the way that they're presenting their offer. So in this case with the resistance bands, we didn't just say buy our bands or download this free workout related to bands, anyone can do it. We said parents of athletes or parents who want their athletes to run faster, who want their children to run faster. So we niched it down. We took latex, right? We took resistance bands and niched it down to, if you're a parent and you have a son or daughter who plays sports, you should probably look into these resistance bands because we're gonna teach you how to run faster using them. That was the hook. That was the appealing thing related to the product. All you gotta do is cover the shipping and we'll ship you the product. We'll also give you a workout that comes along with the resistance bands. That was the marketing premise. We didn't go in and say, here's resistance bands, they're gonna make your legs strong, and then target 18 to 65 plus using paid traffic. We honed in, we targeted, I believe it was 35 to 50. We did parents, 35 to 50-year-old that have kids. And then we honed it down even further. We narrowed it down into kids between the ages of 8 and 12. And then we directly built content around that. So the top of funnel was driving lead campaigns. And we even got more macro than that later on once we realized we should just be teaching parents for free using our top of funnel. So what we did after we started to see, okay, maybe we don't do leads, maybe we just put out pieces of content. So I would teach in content saying, here's how you properly run. Here's where your hand placement should be. For your child, if they're between the ages of 8 and 12, here are some of the things that they can be working on at home. You don't need equipment, blah, blah, blah. And I would give away free content on the top of funnel. And we would target video views or we would target engagement. From there, you can go into your audiences and you can look at people who watch 75% of this video. So if I'm teaching hand placement and teaching an athlete how to properly run, or a parent to show their kid at home how to properly run, and it's a 4-minute video, I know that everyone that watched 75% of the video, they made it 3 minutes into that piece of content. So I can go back into that video later on, re-watch the top of funnel, say, all right, what do these people all see? Where do they leave off? Where do they drop off at? What was the metric that pushed them away? Did they drop off at 50%? Why? Did I say something in the video that was weird? Did I cough? Did I sneeze? What was it? And you obsess over your top of funnel because that is your net. That's the casting net of your entire funnel. The top, that's the first time they meet Jack Cassio, is that moment of your top of funnel. So you want to really, really obsess over what is making it work and not work, and then fine tune it to get better. So after the top of funnel, I'll give you the example with a 75% video view, and I'll give you an example for lead. But for now, I'll stay with a 75% video view. So I teach you how to run faster. I teach you how to help your kids run faster and run properly in the 75% video view. Now, if you spent 3 minutes of your day, chances are you enjoy the topic that you just watched. So if you spend 3 minutes watching me talk about hand placement and form running, and it's related to your kids, I would be willing to bet that you are a potential customer. All I need to do is educate you more and move you down the sales cycle, move you down the funnel to make sure that the purchase makes sense for you and it works, right? It's not too expensive. There's money back guarantees. There's a bunch of other things we can get into on how to have effective marketing. But if they've watched 3 minutes, and I know they're between the ages of 35 and 50, and I know they have kids, that means that they watched this and probably implemented this workout with their kids or this training with their children. So over the next 2, 3, 4 days, I can then hit them with a different piece of content. And taking a step down from there, the top of funnel, step 2 of the top funnel could be just give me your lead information, right? Or attempting to get their lead information because they've never clicked on a page or a website or anything of mine. So maybe it's top of funnel awareness, teach them something. 75% of those people, you get them to click on your page to see where your offer is. So in this case, we're doing a free plus shipping resistance bands. Now everyone that clicks, they move down to the middle of funnel, right? And then you move them down to the bottom of funnel as they warm up. So they're a lead and now they're on your email list. So now you're hitting them with different pieces of content. Here's why the bands are great. Here's all the people that used them. Here's the testimonials. Here are the success stories. Here's our guarantees. Some urgency or scarcity to be like, yo, we're giving away all these bonuses and it's going to end tonight or it's going to end at the end of the week. So there's ways to then market in the middle and bottom of funnel, right? So if someone were to click on your page, they watch your awareness video, then they come back and they click on your page, they don't sign up. Cool, they're in your middle of funnel. Now you're indoctrinating them. Who is Jack Cassio? What is this brand? Who uses it? Who are the kids that have gotten better? Who are the parents that have good things to say about the brand? And then from there, you're like, okay, I'm gonna move them down into the bottom of the funnel where now you have email. If you have SMS, you can do SMS, but you have email where you're breaking down all the features and benefits of the product. It comes with 3 bands. It comes in a bag. It's shipped within 5 to 7 business days. Here are the countries we do not ship to. Here is the refund process. You can hit up our customer support at xyzemail.com at any moment and ask for a refund. If your band rips, we will give you a refund. We'll give you a year guarantee that if anything were to happen, a defect product, or even if you rip them from working out. We had people that were using our bands that were using them wrong. They were ripping them and we were still giving them away. I told our customer support, no matter what, if someone needs bands and they bought bands and they broke them, we just ship them back out. And we lost money doing that, but it's a good faith move as a brand to do things like that. It helps in your marketing down the paid traffic side of what you're doing. What I would do is now I would take all the people that signed up for the email list that had not bought and I would be retargeting them. And it's called omnipresence. So we're still on the paid side of how this all works. So now in omnipresence, I can pixel them with Google. I could pixel them with TikTok. I could pixel them with Snapchat. I could pixel them with Pinterest. You name it, Twitter, anything. And then you follow them around omnipresent. So anytime you click on something related to buying clothes or shopping or anything, I guarantee that people are following you. Like those brands, if you're looking to travel to Miami, you're gonna get followed around by those travel sites saying, hey, are you still looking to book your flight to Miami? That's all retargeting, that's all remarketing, that's all omnipresence. And I could do more videos on those topics if that's something you'd want to learn. Just leave a comment and let me know. That would be the bottom of funnel. So top of funnel is awareness, getting out content. Middle funnel is warming them up and teaching them everything they need to know about the buying process and making them feel comfortable buying. Bottom of funnel is the final push to get them to buy, following them online, showing them the testimonials, and then you get the customer. And then there's next steps of customer ascension from there, where if they purchase the bands, now you move them into a 30-day workout, or you move them into a customized training plan or nutrition or other e-commerce products like speed ladders or stopwatches or whatever, merch. And there's different things you can sell on the back end to increase lifetime customer value, which is the number one thing when it comes to paid traffic. You need to understand your metrics. You need to understand your numbers. You need to know your LTV. You need to know how much money you need to spend to hit your 7-day mark. So if you're spending $1 today, how much do you make that day? Do you make $1.20 or do you lose? Twice Speed, we lost. So we would lose for 30 days, but we knew on day 30, we would lose $500 to $1,000 every single day on bands. And then we knew by day 30, based on our email and based on our remarketing campaigns, that we were able to recoup and actually generate a profit, but it didn't happen until 30 days later. So once you build that domino and you kind of eat it for a month, it's like, yeah, I lost $15,000 on the front end of this product, but I was able to recoup it on the back end. A lot of people don't have the patience to do that, and that's why paid traffic could be very, very dangerous, because people blow money, they stop, and they don't nourish it properly. And the way that we looked at it when we started the resistance bands funnel, we just tried to make it 1% better every day. So every single day, whether it was adding an email to the autoresponder, whether it was hitting up a customer who had the band, say, yo, can you film us a video testimonial? Like, are they working? Do you have a picture of your kid with the bands? So every day we just tried to do at least one thing to make this sales funnel a little bit better. And we did that from, I want to say, I think it was like mid-April of 2018. We did that up until August. We went from 8,000 in top line revenue to, I believe, 330,000 in top line revenue. It was definitely over $250,000 top line revenue by August, September range. So within 3 or 4 months, just by adding the 1% increments of here's what we need to do a day, we were able to optimize the funnel and scale up paid traffic. I think we got over 1 billion impressions on our advertising campaign related to resistance bands, which is pretty incredible. We sold them in over 120 countries. That's the paid side of it. Now the organic side is how Twice Speed started. Organic was me filming videos on YouTube, similar to what I'm doing right now. I would put out a weekly video related to a topic. So it'd be how to jump higher, like 3 steps to jumping higher, boom. And I would talk about posterior chain, talk about your abs, your anterior chain. And here are some exercises you could do to strengthen all 3. That would be an example of a video like that. The beauty of it and the pro of organic is you're building true fans. You're building real people. So if I were to run a ton of paid traffic to this specific video, the people that are watching it, I pushed in front of them. As opposed to the people that are still watching me speak right now, they want to hear what I have to say. And they found me either searching up a term. It was more query based. It was a query based, search. Like you typed in how to run paid traffic versus organic traffic, and that's why you're here. Or maybe you found it some other way, but that would be one way that you can get here, meaning that you're interested in this topic, meaning that this is an organic approach to marketing, a lot different than paid. What I noticed with Twice Speed over the years was I built an actual army of young athletes when I started. I started this in 2009, just jumping on cars and SUVs and doing crazy shit. And it led to something I never really imagined. I just came out with a video every single week teaching people that were only a few years younger than me. I was 21 years old, getting on camera and talking, and I was teaching people how to jump high, run fast. And after I did it for like 3 or 4 months, I was getting comments, I was getting instant messages, I was getting all this feedback being like, your workouts really helped me. Your workouts, I was cut from my baseball team and now I made it. I was never a starter, but now I'm the starting running back on our high school football team. I started to see it and it kept me motivated to continue. And I was able to build a channel of 200,000 subscribers. I didn't stay consistent with Twice Speed content. I just kind of got burned out of it personally, and I don't do as much day-to-day training as I used to. What I noticed is when you're consistent with organic content, it probably is the best, but you're trading your time, a lot of time, in order to do it right. With this new stuff that I'm doing right now, the Jack Cassio brand stuff, I'm gonna be trading a lot of my time in order to build a strong following. The first video I even came out with on the channel was how to build 1,000 fans, and it's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just speaking my mind and talking, and I'm going to resonate with a subset of people, a cohort of people will learn from the things I have to say, and that's really my goal. Right now, I just want 1,000 people to fall in love with Jack Cassio. So subscribe if you're still watching this video. Organic, to me, parlayed with paid, which is, we're actually testing some experiments with this right now, but parlay it with paid, meaning you put out consistent organic content, maybe once a week or a couple times a week, depending on what platforms you're using. And then you set up your paid traffic in a way where you're retargeting and remarketing to the people that found you through query-based searching. Like, how do I run faster? They type it into YouTube and they find Jack Cassio or Twice Speed, and then we run remarketing, retargeting campaigns off of that, as opposed to running the top of funnel, teaching them a piece of content. I think that would be the best, especially if you're selling something a little bit more expensive. But if you're selling something that's cheaper, testing with really light budgets, $5 a day, few bucks a day on teaching them your best stuff. Don't ever hold back. Always give your best content for free, because a lot of people try to keep everything close to their chest and they end up never getting anyone to fall in love with their brand, because the law of reciprocity, it's a real thing. If you give to people, they put it to use and they see results, they're going to say, wow, Jack really helped me decide to do organic versus paid, or a hybrid of the two. And he kind of clarified what the two are and how to leverage both and in what settings. If you're watching this video and you end up putting it to use, you're gonna come back and be like, that was pretty good. Maybe I'll watch another video of his, and another video, and another video, or follow him, or subscribe to him, or like his stuff. Or maybe I'll comment and give, I have this question, Jack, do you have any experience with this? That's kind of the idea of organic, more so than paid. Paid's like, once you have a really nice funnel and you really nice offer, you know that it converts, you can kind of turn on the faucet, spend a ton of money on paid. It's very predictable. You're gonna spend one and either make more than one or less than one, and then you can kind of iterate off of that. I love them both. I've spent tens of millions of dollars on paid traffic. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on content. My answer would be to develop a hybrid of the two. Promise you, if you do that, and we're testing right now, we're getting better results with it in the Twice Speed brand. I'm doing a little bit with the JC, like this brand right here, Jack Cassio stuff, like talking about marketing and talking about business, talking about just motivation in general. I'm testing some of it there, and we're getting good results on TikTok. On this channel, what I'm gonna do moving forward is some of these experiments that I'm running, I'm spending a lot of money on a day-to-day basis, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, some days over $200,000 in advertising budget every day. So I'm gonna start posting some of the tests and some of the things that we're doing, whether that's testing our thumbnails with paid traffic, whether that's me doing 2 different takes of the same video and then split testing them with paid versus organic. There's a lot of cool things I'm doing behind the scenes that I'm gonna start dripping out on this channel. This is where you'll find it. And it's me literally dumping tens of thousands of dollars into the test, so you don't have to. And then you guys can kind of look at it and say, you know what, I can implement this in my business and take from what Jack spent his money on and his time, his research, his ideas. And that's kind of what I'm doing on this channel. So if you are interested in following the journey on how I developed this entire thing, going from literally zero to over 1,000 diehard fans. That is my goal. I just want 1,000 fans. Hopefully I can do it in my first year. I don't know if I will, but I want 1,000 true fans. I'm not going to stop until I get it. Then please subscribe to the channel, comment, like, do whatever, and always remember that I punch harder than you, no doubt.